Get ready. You know what it's like. You spend time at a trade show floor and people are walking past, but they're not talking to you. How do you get that extra engagement? You've spent thousands of dollars for a booth that just doesn't get you what you're after. Well, have we got some answers for you? Hello, everybody. It's so delightful to see you all this morning, even though I'm not looking at you, I'm looking at the camera. My name's Warwick Merry. I am the triple certified. I think I put that up before. Let's pop it up again because you never know when you need to see the Bouncing Balls triple certified events legend. Maybe not legend. I've had over 25 years experience working at events and a ton at trade shows. Just back from hosting a fantastic show and I was on the trade show floor. And there were so many people who were just saying to me, well, there weren't so many. There was some people who were saying they're just not getting the engagement that they're after. And let's be honest, some of our big sponsors, our platinum gold sponsors, they're spending thousands, tens of thousands, depending on the event, sometimes almost hundreds of thousands on these massive installations. We had one person that had a massive golfing net where they could play this golf game and get on the top of the leaders board. So people were queuing up to have a go at that. Another one of our gold sponsors was printing cookies with faces and whatever you wanted on the cookie. And some of the other ones, some of them were the gold, silver, but a lot of the standard exhibitors who might be in a position that it wasn't super favorable just based on people's traffic flow, they were saying, how can I get better engagement? People aren't coming in. And it's actually far easier than you think. See, a lot of people say, oh, we have a trick and we have this thing and if we do this and we have a big shining wheel. And the easiest way that you can get better engagement if you have a trade show or if you have a stand somewhere is talk to people. Just talk to people. Too often when people have a booth, they're either on their phone or their laptop. They think, oh, it's going to be 2 days. I better get a chair and a table because my feet will be sore. As soon as you sit down, people are going to think, oh, you're busy doing other stuff and we're not interested. It's a bit like when you go into a retail store. If someone's sitting down at the back or they're on their phone, they're like, well, they're not paying attention to you, so they're not interested. So step one is get rid of the table and chairs. Now, a lot of people will say to me, oh, no, but the table and chairs, that's for people if they're, for our guests, if they come in. It's like, yeah, you might think that. But if you get someone who sits in that chair who's not a prospect, you've got to get rid of them because you're saving it for a prospect. And you can't tell whether they're a prospect or not until you start talking to them. And I guarantee you that if you have a table and chairs, you will sit there during the sessions because your feet will be tired. It is a far better thing to not have the table and chairs. It will also force you to stand near the edge of your booth and just talk to people as they're going past. One of the booths there was down the back and they're like, we're just not getting as many people as we'd like to talk to. Because the other thing is, so many people at a show, they have this expectation of, oh, there's going to be, this show, for example, had 1,000 delegates. There's going to be 1,000 people here. Oh, yeah. The reality is you need 5, maybe 4. That's all you need. 5 or 4 really good conversations. We're not even talking sales, but to start them in your process. And once they turn into sales, even if it's only 3 turn into sales, the lifetime value of the customer will show that it's paid for your stand. So quality over quantity every single time. And the best way to do it is start by talking to them. Often I'll say to people, have some kind of pickup line. So as you're standing at the front, you've got some kind of activation, whether it be a padlock, you could try a key, see if you can win. As they're queuing up to have a go at it or as they're having a go at it, talk to them. Ask them questions. Talk about them. Don't say, oh, we do this and we do that. Ask about them. Now, a few of you are listening going, well, this makes sense. Of course, why wouldn't you do that? But it's not common. I would strongly encourage you to just ask lots of questions, find out about their business, find out about them as a person, and start a it's not even non-confrontational, because people hate to be sold to. This is a challenge we have at expos. People hate to be sold to. They've paid money to be there, and they walk down the center of the aisle, sort of looking what's around, but not looking too hard because I don't want to engage with you. So just be friendly. Have a friendly smile on your face and, how's the show going for you? What are you looking for? Don't talk about you, talk about them. And I guarantee you'll get far more people to talk to. So this is what happened on day 2 of the conference. It was only a 2-day event. and people were getting a little bit tired, and numbers were dwindling in the expo floor. And one of our exhibitors at the back was like, I'm just not getting that engagement. So I said to them, okay, you've got this activation with a lock kind of thing. Get people to do it. Just stand at the front saying, oh, have you tried our lock? Simple as that. And she came up to me, after the morning tea break, and I said, oh, how's it going? She goes, it's amazing. I've had 5 extra really good conversations purely by saying, have you tried our lock? It's not hard. It's all about having someone who's willing to engage, willing to have those sometimes awkward conversations to engage with people as they're walking past. Personally, I'm a big fan of exhibiting and of trade shows. I think it is like shooting fish in the barrel. Too often in our marketing spend, we're looking at, well, where are my clients? They are at the trade show. If they are at for example, if you've got a trade show on, let's say, cranes, the only people at that show are people interested in the crane industry and everything that supports it, be it parts, labor hire, legal services, accounting service, whatever it is in the crane industry. So therefore, you're shooting. You don't have to go, well, what magazine do I put it in? Do they watch television? What internets? What keywords would I have for my? They're there. And if you look at your return on investment, I think you'll find that it's going to pay off big time. All right, I hope that's given you a couple of groovy little tips. Love to stay in touch. Come and join us at Making Events Awesome. We talk about a whole lot of stuff over there. This video is going there as we speak, but there's some other content that we talk about in terms of your next event, how to make it awesome. Whether you're an event producer or someone who is being a sponsor and exhibitor, love for you to join us and share some of your concerns, and we'll look at, crowdsource some answers, whatever. It's great. Be there. I look forward to your company next time here on the Making Events Awesome live stream. It's been fun. It's been joyous. You've been fantastic. I've been Warwick. See you next time. End of live stream dance. Because it just sort of cuts off very quickly.